Attention, wisdom seekers. What I'm about to reveal isn't just powerful, it's transformational. If you found this video, it's no coincidence. God has guided you here because something remarkable is unfolding in your life. The wait is over. The love you've prayed for, longed for, and dreamed of is finally stepping into reality. This isn't just a change in perspective, it's a divine awakening. As a chosen one, you're about to see doors open, paths clear, and blessings flow faster than you ever imagined. But to fully embrace this shift, you must align yourself with God's plan and step boldly into the love you were always meant to receive. Take a moment to do 3 things before we go into this profound revelation. To send a powerful message to the universe and magnify this energy, like subscribe and comment 77 on this video. Your spirit already knows this message is meant for you, so keep that in mind if it strikes a deep chord with you. Stay with me until the end, because what's coming next will explain why now. Why is this love arriving at this exact moment in your life? The answer lies in divine timing. 1. Why chosen ones must trust God's timing and love. One of the hardest things to do as a chosen one is to trust God's timing, especially when it comes to love. Society operates on a fast clock. Social media floods our screens with engagement rings, wedding photos, and anniversary celebrations, making it seem like everyone else has found their perfect match. Meanwhile, you're sitting there praying, wondering, Lord, when is it my turn? But here's the truth. God is not delaying your love story. He's aligning it. God's timing is always perfect. We often see delay as denial. But in reality, God operates outside of human timelines. Consider Joseph. He was given a dream of greatness, but was immediately met with betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment. From the outside, it looked like his destiny was falling apart. In reality, every setback was a setup for his purpose. By the time he was elevated to second in command over Egypt, everything made sense. The same applies to your love life. God is not withholding love to punish you. He is preparing you. He knows the desires of your heart, Psalm 37:4, but he also knows the unseen. He sees the heartbreaks, betrayals, and hidden intentions you can't. So when it seems like God is making you wait, he's actually protecting you from relationships that could harm your calling. The dangers of settling for less impatience leads many to entertain the wrong people. The enemy knows how to send distractions that look like answers to your prayers. Some relationships are nothing more than detours, beautiful distractions that pull you further from your destiny. Just because someone enters your life doesn't mean they were sent by God. Some people are distractions, meant to pull you away from your purpose. Yes, some are tests placed in your path to strengthen your discernment. Some are assignments, people you are meant to help. The wrong relationship can delay or even derail your calling. That's why it's crucial to wait on God's best instead of rushing into something that only looks good on the surface. Why the right person is worth the wait. When God writes your love story, it won't be built on confusion, compromise, or chaos. The person he has for you will align with your purpose, not pull you from it. They will complement your journey, not compete with it. They will love you with the same selfless love that Christ has for the church, Ephesians 5:25. They will encourage your spiritual growth, not hinder it. They will be an answer to prayer, not a cause of stress. God's best is never rushed. True love is not about perfect timing according to the world's standards, but divine alignment according to God's will. Delay is not denial if you are still waiting. Take heart. Your love story is not forgotten. God is working behind the scenes, aligning the right person, the right time, and the right circumstances. Instead of worrying about when, focus on who you are becoming. When God's timing arrives, you won't just find love, you'll find a relationship that reflects his glory. Trust him. He's not late. He's preparing something greater than you could ever imagine. 2. God removes what's not meant for you to make room for what is have. You ever lost someone and thought, that was my person? Maybe you were convinced that the relationship was divinely orchestrated, only for it to fall apart. The pain was real. It felt like a cruel twist of fate, leaving you questioning everything, your choices, your worth, even God's plan. But what if I told you that God's rejection is often his protection? Why does God remove people from our lives? Many times we try to hold on to relationships that were never meant to last. We cling to people who can't love us the way we deserve, hoping they'll change. We invest time, energy, and emotion into something that God already declared temporary. But God, in His infinite wisdom, removes them, not to punish us, but to free us. Think of it like this. If your hands are full of things that don't serve you, how can you receive the blessing God has prepared? Sometimes we're so focused on what we want that we can't see what we truly need. Isaiah 43:19 reminds us. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? When something ends, it's because God is preparing something greater. Yet we often struggle to see this in the moment. Our emotions cloud our judgment, and our attachment to the past keeps us from embracing the future. The pain of letting go versus the joy of moving forward. God doesn't just remove people randomly. He does it with purpose. Maybe He saw manipulation, deceit, or toxicity that you were blind to. Maybe He knew that the person you were holding on to was preventing you from walking in your true calling. A powerful example of this is Abraham and Lot. In Genesis 13, Abraham and his nephew Lot traveled together, but their growing wealth caused tension between their herdsmen. God allowed separation because He had a specific destiny for Abraham that Lot couldn't be part of. The moment Abraham and Lot parted ways, God reaffirmed His promise to Abraham, showing him the land he was destined to inherit. The lesson: some people cannot go where God is taking you. Trusting God when it doesn't make sense. When a relationship ends, we often ask, why did this happen? But a better question is, what is God preparing me for? God will never take something away without replacing it with something better. But before we can receive that better, we must be willing to release what's holding us back. If a door closes, trust that it wasn't meant for you. If someone walks away, believe that their part in your story is over. Letting go isn't easy, but neither is staying in a place that God has called you out of. Your future is too valuable to waste on relationships that drain your spirit, hinder your growth, or make you question your worth. So, the next time you lose someone, remember this. It's not just a loss, it's a setup for something greater. Trust that God knows what He's doing, and soon you'll see why that closed door was actually a divine redirection. 3. How to recognize when God has approved your true love now. This is the part you don't want to miss, because God does confirm when He has approved someone for your life. But how do you recognize it? Relationships are one of the most significant decisions you'll ever make, and God, in His wisdom, provides divine markers to guide you. Here are 5 unmistakable signs that God has approved someone for you. Peace, not pressure. When God sends someone into your life, there is an unshakable peace that accompanies the relationship. There's no manipulation, no confusion, no emotional roller coaster. Just Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." A relationship that constantly leaves you feeling anxious, uncertain, or emotionally drained is likely not from God. Divine connections bring clarity, not chaos. If you find yourself always wondering where you stand, questioning their intentions, or feeling pressured to compromise your values, pause. A God-approved relationship is secure, stable, and filled with peace. 2. Spiritual growth. The right person will not pull you away from God. They will push you closer to Him. The Bible warns in 2 Corinthians 6:14, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers." This means that if your relationship tempts you into sin, distracts you from your faith, or causes spiritual stagnation, it's a red flag. A God-ordained relationship is one where both partners encourage each other's faith, pray together, grow in spiritual wisdom. Hold each other accountable. Think about it. If a relationship is leading you further away from your calling instead of strengthening it, is it truly from God? 3. Divine alignment. A partner sent by God fits into your purpose. They don't just love you, they understand you. They recognize your God-given calling and want to grow with you, not compete against you. Consider Adam and Eve. God didn't just create Eve as a companion. He designed her to complement Adam's mission. Likewise, when God approves someone for you, they will align with your vision and purpose. Encourage and support your calling. Grow alongside you, not hold you back. If you constantly feel like you have to shrink yourself to fit into the relationship, It may not be divine. God-ordained love aligns with His purpose for your life. 4. Confirmation through prayer. God is not silent when it comes to major life decisions, especially relationships. When you seek Him in prayer, He will confirm His approval in multiple ways. Through His Word, a verse may speak directly to your situation. Through dreams or visions, God often reveals His will through dreams. Through an inner knowing, the Holy Spirit provides discernment. Through godly counsel, wise spiritual mentors can help confirm God's will. If you've been praying and all you feel is doubt, confusion, or a constant lack of clarity, that could be God's way of saying, "This isn't it." But when it's right, there is confirmation, sometimes in ways you never expected. 5. Mutual effort. A relationship that is truly from God is not one-sided. Both individuals will put in effort because love from God is balanced, reciprocal, and intentional. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7 describes love as patient, kind, selfless, and enduring. A God-approved partner will respect you, invest in the relationship, love you unconditionally, communicate openly. You won't have to force someone to stay, to love you, or to try. When God is in it, both hearts will be equally committed. Final thoughts. If you're wondering whether God has approved someone for you, take a moment to reflect on these 5 signs. A true God-ordained relationship will bring peace, growth, alignment, confirmation, and mutual effort. Don't settle for less than God's best. His plan for your love life is far greater than anything you could imagine. Trust His timing, seek His guidance, and watch how He leads you to the right person. 4. Wisdom seekers. Are you truly ready for the love God has for you? Many people pray for a divine partner, hoping for a love that is pure, lasting, and aligned with God's purpose. Yet the real question isn't when they will arrive, but will you be ready when they do? God won't send you a divine partner while you're still clinging to relationships that contradict His will. If you're serious about receiving the love He has prepared for you, it's time to prepare yourself. 1. Heal from past wounds. Before stepping into a God-ordained relationship, you must let go of the baggage from past ones. Holding on to heartbreak, betrayal, or resentment can cloud your judgment and prevent you from embracing love with a whole heart. Proverbs 43 reminds us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means learning. It means releasing the pain, forgiving those who hurt you even if they never apologized, and refusing to let your past dictate your future. If you're still entertaining toxic exes, replaying painful memories, or defining yourself by past mistakes, you're not making room for what God has in store. Let go so you can grow. 2. Strengthen your relationship with God. A divine partnership is first and foremost a 3-stranded cord: you, your partner, and God. If your faith is shaky, how will you weather the storms of a relationship? If you struggle to hear God's voice now, how will you discern whether someone is truly sent by Him? Before seeking a partner, seek the one who created love itself. Pray daily, study His Word, and cultivate the ability to trust in His. Psalm 37 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." The key: your heart must first align with His will. 3. Become the person you would want to be with. Everyone has a list of qualities they desire in a partner: faithful, kind, patient, strong in faith. But ask yourself, do I embody those same qualities? If you want a partner who prays, do you have a prayer life? If you want someone who is emotionally mature, are you working on your emotional health? Too many people expect a godly partner while still carrying ungodly habits. Instead of just asking, "Where is my divine partner?" ask, "Am I becoming the kind of person they would be praying for?" This is about growth, not perfection. The goal isn't to be flawless, but to be faithful in your journey. Work on your character, your communication, and your ability to love selflessly. The best relationships are not about finding the right person, but becoming the right person. 4. Trust that you are worthy of the love He is sending. Many people secretly doubt whether they are worthy of the love they desire. Maybe past relationships made you feel inadequate. Maybe you've made mistakes that left you questioning whether you even deserve a godly partner. But listen, you are not disqualified from God's blessings. Isaiah 61:3 speaks of God giving beauty for ashes, joy instead of mourning. Your past doesn't make you unworthy. Your willingness to trust in God's love makes you ready. You don't have to chase love or settle for less just because you're afraid of being alone. What's meant for you will never require you to compromise your faith or your worth. Final thought, are you truly ready? The question isn't when your divine partner will come, but will you be ready when they do? Preparing for a God-ordained relationship isn't just about waiting. It's about becoming. It's about healing, growing, deepening your faith, and trusting that God's timing is perfect. If you're still entertaining relationships that don't align with His will, still holding on to pain from the past, or still doubting your worth, you may not be ready to receive what He's sending. But if you prepare yourself, trust in His plan, and walk in faith, the love God has for you will find you when the time is right. Are you truly ready for the love you've been praying for? Wisdom seekers, God has heard your prayers. Your true love is coming, and it has been approved. But you must trust, wait, and prepare. Remember, the love story God is writing for you is far greater than anything you could imagine. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are chosen. And when the time is right, God will bring the right person into your life in a way that is undeniable. So stay faithful, stay expectant, because your divine love story is just beginning. Having said this,